everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm looking forward to sharing with you today. Today I'm going to be sharing the Timeless Arrangements bundle. This is a stamp set and a die set, and it is found in the annual catalogue. So the stamp set has got quite a few different sentiments and things that you can use, and the dies have got some great ways that you can decorate your card and things with lots of dies. And just to let you know, there is a Timeless Charms bundle as well. They are two separate things. The Timeless Charms bundle is found on the online exclusives, and it's different. And today I'm using the Timeless Arrangement bundle. So I'm going to show you a great card using some of the in colours. I don't know if you've had much of a chance to use some of the 2023-2025 in colours, but I'm really enjoying those colours and use them quite a bit. So I've got a card using Moody Mauve and Wild Wheat, and then I'm going to recreate it in a couple of different colours. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I appreciate you joining me today, whether you're joining me live at the Facebook Live, whether you're watching the recording, or perhaps you're watching it later on YouTube. So thank you. I appreciate you being here. If I miss your comments live, then I'll look over them and reply later. If you are watching this on YouTube and you enjoy it, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you'll be kept up to date with videos, and also like the video too. So thank you for joining me today. Let's get started and we'll do some crafting together. Okay, so let's just start. This is the Timeless Arrangement stamp set. So you can see there's a variety of sentiments and different things there that you can use, and you can sort of put your own combinations together as well, and a few little images at the bottom. Then there's a die set that goes with this. So I've used quite a few of my die, so I always photocopy it so I can see what's in the pack and what's missing. And you'll notice these parts here, that's not what gets seen, but it gets tucked behind so you can adhere it to your sentiment. And then we've got different shapes, smaller, medium, and then a shorter, wider rectangle there. And I don't know if you can tell too, some kind of stitching around it as well, which adds a bit of interest to the card. So that's today's one version of today's card. I've got two versions. I couldn't quite decide what I liked, so maybe you can tell me what you think you like as well. So that was the first one I did. I kind of kept it a bit simple. This one here, I've gone for a fuller look. So I've put the flowers and things at the bottom as well as the top. So which do you like? We can kind of have a go, and you can decide whether you want to keep it simple or if you want to do it like this. So the colours I've used are Moody Mauve, Wild Wheat, and then I've got the background there, so textured background. And I love this exposed brick embossing folder. So it kind of looks like a bit of brick and then sort of patchiness as well. And then I've used some of the in colour dots to add to it. And you'll see that I have embossed my thank you so it stands out nicely. So this is in the Wild Wheat and the Moody Mauve, but what I thought I'd do today is create it in some different in colours so you can see, you know, another way of looking at it and decide what you like. So we're going to use Boho Blue, one of my most favourite colours. I love blue anyway, one of the in colours, and I'm going to use it with the Pebbled Path. Okay, so I've got a standard size card, which is 14.85 by the width 21 centimetres, scored at 10.5, and then I've just gone down half a centimetre in each of these. So this is 10 centimetres by 14.3, and then 9.5 by 13.8. So for this first one here, I am going to emboss that with the exposed, brick exposed embossing folder, which I do have. Put it with my machine, here it is. So we're going to put it in, so the pattern goes across this way, whoops. Put it in, get it nice and straight, and then put it through your machine, and then it will come out like this. Can you see that? Now a little trick. we've got quite a bit of die cutting to do, so you can use scraps and things. Now, the piece in the middle here isn't going to be seen. So what I've actually done is cut some of them out because this will be covered up and you'll have no idea. But what I would suggest is you put it on your front one rather than on the inside one, because if you are, where's my other piece gone? If you're writing a message, it would be a little bit bumpy. So just make sure the one on the inside is normal and flat, but the one on the front is fine to have all that cut out. So let me show you the dies that I'm using, and there's quite a few. So I'm using this rectangle one for my sentiment. I'm using this kind of biggish one here, which is kind of these leaves there. I'm using this one, and this one. And I'm cutting out different things. So I've pre-done some of this ahead of time for the sake of it, so I can show you what I've done. So I've cut out 2 of those, if I'm going to do this one here in the blue. Then in my, I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of vellum in there, so it gives a bit of texture. You can just lightly see it. So that is this one here, and it's just some pieces like that. And then in my pebbled path, I have cut out the other 2. So I've cut out 2 of those, and the other one is one of those. So once you've got all your bits, then you can put it all together. So what I'll do is we'll stamp this as well. So we've got that ready, and then it'll be nice and easy to put together. So it's kind of deciding your colours is probably the main thing. And actually once you've decided, it's actually a fairly quick, easy card to make. So embossing, heat embossing, one of the great techniques I like. Rub it with an embossing folder first. Using photopolymer, if I've got a mat, it just makes it a little bit spongier because it's photopolymer. So we're going to use our Versamark. I'll stamp that in the middle and put some white embossing powder over. Where is my tray? Just pop that down in case some goes off. There we go. And then I'm going to heat set that. So get my heat tool, and I love the way the colours just melt and then shine. So just give it a moment. It is cold, so it takes a little while to warm up compared to if you've used it already. But you'll see it start changing in a minute. There we go. Can you see that? So if you look at the U, see how the U is melted? And now we'll do it to the thank side as well. And that just really nicely stands out. There we go. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out. So for the sake of time, I have got one that I prepared earlier. So it's quite nice and easy. And basically we just need to put it all together. And I've just done a little bit of stamping on the inside. So let's do that. So I could use the Pebbled Path or my Boho Blue. Since I like Boho Blue, let's go with that. So remember, stamp first, because if we muck it up, we can turn it over. But that won't work if it's already stuck down. Okay. Where's my mat again? Let's pull that out. It looks a little bit stained with the red. I'm just going to try that on a scrap piece. No, it's all blue. It's all good. There we go. All right. So, yeah, once you've decided on your card, putting it together is actually quite quick and easy. Whether I end up doing exactly the same way as this card, I'm not sure, but we'll soon see. So let's get our layers on the front first. So just going to go around the edge on this. Now I'm trying to see if there's a right way up. I'm not sure if there is. It's not got letters or words on it. I think we're good. And no one would know that you've cut bits out underneath. It's all hidden. Whoops, we just straighten that up again. Oops. Whoops, and straighten that one on the front. There we go. Okay, so there is our front. Okay, so this is my thank you. So what I did was I wanted the vellum to be near the front, so I actually put that one on first. So these pieces here, you can use tape or glue. I'm going to put some glue on, and I'm going to put that on like so. So if you look underneath, you can't see that bit, but that's what helps it stick together. Isn't that cool? And then might just slide it that way a little bit more. And then we're going to put this one on next. Can you see the layers? So it's very subtle, the vellum. So this one kind of goes in the corner. So I'm going to do the top first, then I'll do the bottom. Then I've got my contrasting colour. And I think I've got, so this one kind of, you can arrange it, but see how it sort of fills in the gaps? So, you know, I've got gaps here, so we're going to put that one down. So I've tried to just stick to a couple of colours here. I'm doing the Boho Blue and the Pebbled Path. But you could have a variety of colours, and it can look quite effective. So see how I'm layering up at the back? And then I kind of felt there was a bit missing here. Now I could put both of these on, but that sort of overlaps. So I actually just used one. So I'm not going to, you could do that, but I'm just going to trim that and just put one on to sort of fill in that bit there. That's what I felt. So you can sort of adjust it as you like. So glue that on. There we go. So you could leave it like that. Do you like it like that? Or do you want to do more? So we'll do the bottom part so you can see, then you can decide, you know, how you like it. So I turn this one around and put that on the bottom like so, and then put one of the Pebbled Path behind that. So not as much on the bottom. Don't want the card to get too busy. Like that, and let's just check where we want it. So that's sort of how is that fitting? Maybe more there, so it's kind of filling in those gaps. So just adjust it where you like. But I love the way these little bits are there, so you can put it how you like. And you might need to just trim. I'm going to have to trim. My scissors are not handy, so I'm going to cut that off a bit. Just like that. There we go. So that is quite full now. So I don't know if you can tell, but I have put that on with dimensionals. But most of the card is just your sentiment and then the die cuts in the middle. And that's kind of it, really. So not a lot of stamping, just your sentiment. But it looks very effective and very fancy, and people thought you've gone to a lot of trouble to cut all those things out, but there's not too many to cut out. There we go. So we're going to do our middle piece, and then we'll add some, what do you call it? Sparkle. Now, this one doesn't look like it's the right size, or I think I've cut. This one's too small. Is that, yeah, that's the right size. Let's try that again. So that should be on there. So we'll have to stamp our blue one again because I picked up the wrong piece. Where have I put my blue ink? Should be right here. I've buried it with other bits and pieces. It's upside down. When it's like that, I can't see it. Right, we'll try again. So we'll get the right size this time. There we are. Good to check. So before you glue down, check, then we know it fits. Okay. Just gonna slightly rough dab my finger against there and get rid of any roughness. and then put that on the inside. You could have done the pebbled path as well, whichever you like. But that kind of ties it together. So isn't that cool? Right, finish it off. We need some sparkle. So the question is, are we going for blue or are we going for the pebbled path? This one I had no choice. I had to go for the wild wheat because I've used up all my Moody Mauve. But I think we'll go for the Boho blue. So grabbing my take your pick tool. They are a little bit harder to get off. You can try and get underneath. There we go. Or sometimes it helps if you just bend it a little bit and then get underneath. There we are. I love these in colour dots. Whoops, it's sticking to my finger, not the card. Sort of a triangular shape. There we are. So let's move all these dies and other bits around. So we'll put these two next to each other. So quite different in the colours. Which do you like? I probably need to crease that with my bone folder so it lies a bit flatter. Should have done that first, but you know, there we go. One's already done. There we are. So which is your favourite? Do you like the Boho blue with the pebbled path? Or do you like the Moody Mauve and the wild wheat? So yeah, quite nice. So again, you can decide how much you want to put on, whether you want to put it all the way around or just on the top. Obviously, I've placed that a little bit lower down as well. And then the inside too. So that was the Timeless Arrangements set, and there's all sorts of different sentiments you can use with that. And then there are all the dies. You can see lots of them for the layering, and then you can add other bits as well. Now I'll show you another card that was made at Extravaganza. So Extravaganza is an event that we hold 3 times a year. So another group shared this card. So you can see they've used a little bit more, some other colours, so Boho blue. I think it's Mossy Meadow and Soft Sea Foam. And they've stamped a little bit as well. And this is, we use vanilla with this, along with a bit of silver thread and some pearls and things. And they've also masked the background. So I'll put those next to each other, but you can see how similar, but then how different they are as well, and a cool sentiment on the front there. So you can go for a textured background, you can go for a masked background, lots of possibilities. I've just used a couple of colours. They've used a few more, lots of different ways that you can put it all together. It looks like lots of people are liking the blue. Interesting, I went for this first and then I thought, oh, let's try it in the blue. So that's nice that you like the blue one as well. So that's very cool. Now, before we finish, I just want to go over a couple of things that are happening this month. So we have our kit sale. So Stampin' Up! Kits are great. They come in a box and different sets. Some have stamp sets, some don't, but a collection of cards that you can easily make. Great for someone starting out as a beginner, or maybe you want to take them with you somewhere, go away for the weekend or somewhere. You just need a box with supplies so you can make some lovely handmade cards. Great to get together with friends and just have a fun evening and make some cards. Great present ideas too. So I know I've spoken about them the last couple of weeks, but in case you've missed it, for this month until the end of August, which is, we've got a week left, up to 30% off. So different kits, different discounts. So they come in a box like this. And this is an example of one that does have a stamp set. This is the Forever Friends. So it comes with all the bits, a little simple block there, some pre-printed, bit of thread, your little ink spot, and a stamp set. And there's instructions inside to show you how you put it together and what you need and that kind of thing. So it's kind of all there, ready to go. Some sets don't have a stamp set, which makes them a little bit cheaper, which is quite good. For example, this one is a slimline card. Might help if I get up the right way. A lot of die cut pieces, put it together, but these are pre-printed, but lovely cards too. Wanting something more masculine, This one here with the clock and the globe. We've got another masculine set. This one does come with a stamp set. This one here also does too, has lots of greats, granddad, father, all that kind of thing. There are 2 in the set, but I've only got one of the cards here. There's also lots of bright, cheerful cards, candles, cakes, that kind of thing as well, sparkle, so they're cool. And then last week I shared the Sentimental Rose set, which comes with a stamp set, and it also comes with this as well, where you can make up some cards, put them in, and then give them as a gift to someone as well, and then you've got the stamp set to use too. So last week I made a variation with that, so you've got the stamp set to use after on some of them. So there's, yeah, a whole range of cards, card kits, great for introducing someone to stamping, great fun for you as well. So remember, they're on sale for this month. So if you'd like to order anything, you can order online through me, stampwithangela.co.nz/shop, or contact me and I can help place your order. But we've got a huge range of different stamp sets, from kind of a beach theme to thank you cards, shaker cards, kaleidoscope colourful cards, thank you cards, kids cards, all sorts of things. The best thing to do is go online and have a look yourself. But if you've got any questions, please ask. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is our mini catalogue. Has not started yet. It starts on the 6th of September. So I'm in the process of getting these to send out to my customers. So I was hoping to send them out earlier in the week, but it didn't quite happen with family commitments and sending out the In Colour Club. So they are pretty much ready to go today. So if you've purchased from me in the past, check your letterboxes, that'll be in the post, although it may not arrive until next week depending on New Zealand Post, but be on the lookout for that. And if you haven't purchased from me and you'd like one, just comment or get in touch with me and I'll get your details and send them out. I can't show you the inside yet, not allowed to show you until the 6th of September, but you can get your copy of the catalogue. And the other reason the delay is I was working out my paper share. So I'll be offering a paper share again this time, and a bonus, there's also a ribbon share if you're interested in that too. So I will be sharing more information about that and sending that out with catalogues. So lots of things today. The new catalogue is coming out. There are lots of great kits. We have the kit sale, so make sure you remember all that. And then also, obviously, today's card was with the Timeless Arrangements stamp set and dies. And here were today's card. So I'd love to hear which one you like more, the blues and greys, or the Moody Mauve and Wild Wheat. All right, so thank you so much. I do enjoy sharing with you and I appreciate you watching. If you ever have any questions and would like to order, please get in touch with me. If you're ever wondering about doing this yourself and becoming a demonstrator, feel free to ask questions as well. You can do what I do and do classes and share stuff, or you might just want to do it for yourself as a hobby, get a discount, or maybe just get together with a few others and get orders from them. You can make it suit yourself. I've got a team of people from all over New Zealand, and we get together monthly on Zoom for those who are able to make it, connect and encourage and help each other. And it's wonderful to be able to do this kind of thing. So if you want to know more about joining up yourself, do feel free to ask questions, and if you decide it's not for you, that's fine too. So thank you for your time today. I hope you liked these cards and the new set. I will be sending out my newsletter next week with questions and answers. So if you've got any questions, please email me, message me, and I'll do my best to answer those, because probably others have got those questions too. And it's, good to be able to find things out. So if you've got any questions, do ask. All right, thank you for your time today. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.